Hi everyone, I'm the Michael Myers fanatic. I'm here today to review the 2013 fan film entitled One Good Scare. It's based on the 2003 comic book written by Stefan Hutchinson, who is also the director of Halloween 25 Years of Terror. It basically tells the story of Lindsey Wallace from the original film, and she's terrified of the shape, Michael Myers. She has nightmares about him, and she's telling David Loomis, who is Dr. Loomis' son, that the boogeyman is coming to get her, and he doesn't believe her. This happens in 2003. This all takes place in 2003, of course. This Dr. Loomis is not like the other one. He doesn't believe that the shape is coming. He thinks it's all in Lindsey's mind. Lindsey is incarcerated at Smith Grove Sanitarium. I'm guessing that this fan film is canon with the rest of the movies from the original franchise because it mentions that Laurie died. However, it does not mention the webcam massacre from Halloween Resurrection, which is kind of confusing. I don't really understand that too much. It's not a lot to tell you about this movie. Most of it takes place in the asylum. Like I said, he's coming after Lindsey, and the psychiatrist doesn't believe her. Michael Myers starts offing the doctors one by one. He takes one doctor, grabs him by the chin, and sticks a knife up through his chin. And the rest of the doctors are sort of killed off screen. You don't really see how they die. But Lindsey Wallace is on drugs now. She's, taking all kinds of drugs. And she says that she saw Michael for the first time in 2002. And again, this is kind of confusing because wasn't he involved in the webcam massacre? And that took place in 2002. I really don't understand this. If this is supposed to be based on the comic, I really don't understand the logic of this because it's sort of out of left field. And I talked with Stefan Hutchinson, and he explained to me that he wanted the shape to be random and scary again. And I get that because I'm somewhat of an expert on the shape. But what I don't get is, why now? Why here in 2003? Why? Just out of the clear blue sky, he's like, oh, hey, Lindsey Wallace. There she is. I'm gonna kill her. Okay, I get that. But why? Randomness is good. I understand randomness. I think what a lot of writers fail to realize is that randomness can also define the difference between failure and success. You know what I mean? Randomness can also be a stupid thing. Because to me, it makes no sense at all for the shape to just randomly kill this girl. I don't get it. But Steph says that he's doing it because he likes messing with people. So he's gonna randomly stalk and kill this girl. I guess. I mean, whatever. I don't really get it, but, I don't know what else to say. It was a pretty good fan film. I hope it does the comic some justice. If you want to see the fan film, I'll put the link in the description box. Did I like the fan film? Yes, I did. Do I like the overall story? No, I do not. There's a scene at the end where David Loomis finally realizes that the shape is real. And when the shape is trying to kill Lindsey Wallace, he just lets the shape kill her. He doesn't even try to stop the shape. He's hiding from the shape and just letting the shape kill this girl. I thought that was a very interesting aspect to the story. I thought it was kind of weird how the shape just sliced her ankles. I guess that was so she couldn't run. I don't really know. Michael leaves a clue letting Dr. Loomis know that he's alive. Dr. David Loomis know that he's alive by stabbing a picture of him, letting him know that he'll come back for him someday. Again, I just don't understand the randomness of it. I'm told by Steph Hutchinson that the randomness is what makes it scary. I agree with that. But my problem is there's just too much randomness. That's almost the same thing as if the Shape were to pop up in New York and start killing people in New York for no reason at all, or Maryland, or Maine, or whatever. He just pops up and you're like, well, why is the Shape killing people in Maine? Well, I wanted it to be random and scary. Okay, well, the Michael Myers fanatic understands that, but there are some things that even I don't know as a fanatic of Michael Myers. And the randomness is just beyond me. He just shows up out of the clear blue sky and kills Lindsey. Really? Lindsey? I mean, if anything, since they didn't ignore part 6, I'm glad they didn't. I respect them for doing that. But if we're going by the entire story, why not go after his son, Stephen? Why? Why Lindsey? Some 8-year-old girl? She's now in her 30s or something like that. I just didn't like it. I didn't like the story. It was too random for me. I could take a little bit of randomness, but when it's too random, that's when I have a problem. And then there's a scene at the end of the fan film where you see Lindsey Wallace hanging from a tree or whatever that is, and there's blood dripping down, and the Shape hung her up as a decoration. I just can't get into that. It was too random. A little bit of randomness is fine, but, you know, as I stated, when it's too random, that's when we got a problem. So I would like to give a shout out to Steph Hutchinson. I'd like to give a shout out to the people that made this, Light Beam Productions. But I really didn't like the story. No offense to Steph Hutchinson, but too much randomness. He just showed up out of nowhere for no reason at all. And I understand that that's what makes him scary. But even in the original film, you can feel that there must be some sort of connection, some reason why he's stalking Laurie. Not all serial killers have a motive, so I guess it's true what they say. He kills for the sake of watching people die. And I wonder if they're going to do another fan film. I don't know. But anyway, this has been Halloween One Good Scare, based on the comic book by Steph Hutchinson. I will put the link to the film in the description box. I am the Michael Myers fanatic, and as always, I approve this message.